welcome everybody, participants of this conference, which is held on 13th time in this beautiful city. And every time we come here and talk about Georgia's European way, we are discovering some progress, and I'm glad to hear all the concrete issues which Prime Minister of Georgia presented, and I'm glad to note that Mr. Commissioner agreed to that Georgia is making very good progress on that way, and we are continuing our journey to Europe. At the same time, every time we come here, we see that the world is keeping changing, and it's not only Georgia which is changing to the right direction, it's the rest of the world and Europe which is changing to right directions, mostly. But sometimes, yes, we do have some feeling that the things which we believe left behind during these 13 years are emerging or re-emerging in other places around the world. That suggests that, yes, we are part of the one world, and Europe, Georgia, and other countries around the world, yes, we are part of the one civilization, and we share successes and challenges as well. So at this point, when we see the current Georgia and current European Union, we could not think of a better presidency of the European Union than Slovak presidency, and I want to tell to our Slovak friends that yes, we have great expectations from their presidency. Why? Because they understand probably better what the Eastern Partnership means, what the Eastern Partnership needs, and why it is so important for the European Union as such. At the same time, probably it would be difficult to imagine better timing of having Slovaks as presidents of the European Union, because they are probably best experts in Europe in peaceful political divorce. And when we are talking about Brexit, and well, it should be implemented, we hope that both sides, United Kingdom, European Union, under the leadership of Slovakia, will find best possible way to implement the decision of the British people, which probably most of us here disagree, but it's decision of the sovereign country, that this will be done in the best possible way, which will keep contacts, which will keep the unity, but also respect the decision of the different nations and so on. What we expect from the Visegrad group, yes, we expect the same which we were expecting during last 25 years. And Georgia was so lucky to have these countries being united in this Visegrad format immediately as Georgia became independent. So our journey in establishing in this very complex world, when we tried to establish ourselves as independent country, and we were seeking friends around the world, yes, Visegrad group countries, individually and as a group, were always with us. And I want to thank them for that. And again, I want to let all of them that we have high expectations in the future as well. Why high expectations? Because the role and importance of this region, or those countries, is growing. Because from here, from Georgia, we feel that kind of political gravitation center is moving to east. And these countries are going to play more and more important role in strengthening the European Union, in taking the leadership in many areas which European Union badly needs leadership. And these countries will be the very kind of on frontier of all the challenges which the European Union has. And for us Georgians, who are probably more patriots of European Union than many countries inside the European Union, of course these things are so important and so vital. Therefore, yes, our expectations are high. Well, I, as a Speaker of the Parliament, can underline the already established very good cooperation between the respective parliamentary units, foreign relations committees of those countries, and Georgian Foreign Relations Committee, European Affairs Committee. And during last 2-3 years, we achieved quite remarkable success on that way. And there were memorandums of cooperation signed. We had this opportunity to participate in the meetings of Visegrad Group countries, when the politicians meet, and Georgia is invited there. Our members of the parliament, respective committees, have the opportunity to attend. And this is so important, because we understand that Georgia's integration to European Union means not only more Europe in Georgia, but it means also more Georgia in Europe. And more Georgia in Europe means that we will be taking part in discussion about Europe. We will be sitting in the panels like this, not only in Tbilisi, but in other countries as well. We will be dealing with European affairs, which sometimes do not affect immediately and directly Georgia, but we have to be engaged in those affairs. And we need to have more and more people, politicians, some other professionals from different fields of policy making, who will be able to contribute, to understand what's going on in Europe. Commissioner Hahn here mentioned here some very important things about technical standards which should be implemented in Georgia, and we are doing our best on the legislative level, on the implementation level. But those standards must be understood by concrete people. And we are ambitious people, probably, who have come in Georgia not once but twice. You would notice that. And we have this ambitious, yes, we want to participate. We want to have our say. We want to have our ideas. We want to have our, I don't know, sometimes to be tough. And, we have some disagreements on certain issues. For that, we need knowledge. And the knowledge which we are getting and the experience we are getting from Visegrad Group countries, I don't want to forget many other countries who are doing an equally important job for us. But this group and this format, of course, has special importance, and that's why I'm talking on that, and this is the subject of our panel today. And this cooperation between parliamentarians, I'm stressing on that as a representative of Georgian parliament, has huge importance. At the same time, of course, there are other things we expect from these European countries. This is kind of the urgency, the sense of urgency to do something about, I would say, #1 problem, not only for Georgia, but for Europe as well. And that #1 problem is called Russia. We do not want to export our problems to European Union. Of course, this is our huge issue, and we are thankful. We are glad that our European friends were with us all the time, and they are with us now. But now I'm talking not about the problem of Georgia. I'm talking about the problem of European Union. And that's something which must be understood better than sometimes we see it from Brussels or from some other capitals. When we hear statements like, well, we have to live with Russia. Yes, of course, we have to live with Russia. They are there and they will continue being there. But do we really believe that Eastern Partnership Program or association agreements will be finally successful if, in parallel, things like in Ukraine are happening? Can we really think that if there is a player who is just out of order, who is just not respecting the basic fundamental rules of the current world system, is continuing acting like it is acting, and we can be successful? Probably no. In this regard, we expect from the Visegrad Group countries, who experienced the most, I don't know, inhuman political system which world had for so long period of time, communism or communist rule. Well, probably we Georgians and our friends from Visegrad Group countries understand better what are the reasons, what are the deep problems from this country, from this system, and therefore they will be more responsive and devoting more and more time how to cope with this problem. Thank you.
Speaker, thank you very much.